Oh man, it feels so light. You're just like gliding on the surface here. Uphill here, fourth gear. We're pushing through. It's comfortable. Excellent quality of KTM. How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to Éire. My name is Ben. For a first for the channel, we're going to be looking at the KTM 390 Adventure. It's the KTM single-cylinder small adventure bike. So we're going to be taking it for a test ride. I'll go through some of its features as well, and I'm really looking forward to getting into this one because I've been really meaning to come down and have a look at the KTM bikes for a few months now. So I'm delighted to bring you this video. I hope that the video will earn me a like and of course a comment. So please, by all means, if there's any feedback you may currently have on the video, let me know down below. I'll obviously try to provide you with as much detail as possible, but in case I've missed something, I'm only human. I'll leave a link in the description which will lead you to the Two Wheels website, which will give you all the technical details that you'll ever need. So without further ado, let's take the bike out for a ride. Let me know what you think of the video, and I'll give you my final thoughts at the end. So this is the 390 Adventure from KTM. Interesting, very attractive front. We've got daytime running lights running around here, kind of in a sort of a trident design. Interesting. Low shield, 43mm apex forks, likewise apex suspension at the rear, single disc on the front, and you got single disc on the rear. Single cylinder, develops about 42-43 brake horsepower, and of course you got 6-speed transmission on that. Let's jump on. On the bike, the seat nice and wide. That's one thing I noticed. A little bit firmer as well. Handlebar reach, very straightforward. I'm very comfortable with this. This would be very natural for me to reach down. Your side mirrors, everything looks good there on both sides. I've got them set up. They look adequate. Settings for your screen. So we're going to get the bike started now. We'll put the screen on. Ready to race. Nice clear display. Good font. That's your trip figures. Return, and then of course you can set. That's obviously for your indicators. Nice, and of course hooter. Lighting, brights, everything set up. Bike started, so nice clutch lever feels good. Brake lever feels good. Single cylinder on this one. We got neutral indication there. Quite a different feel, to be honest, in relation to some of the bikes. It's very light on its feet. It definitely feels like it. I think probably the most interesting thing about it is just the low screen here. Kind of feels like you're sitting higher, but you're not. Okay, let's go for it. This feels quite strange in relation to my own bike. Feels quick though. $390. Brakes feel fine. Hopefully you got the single disc on the front. Let's get ourselves going here. We're going right round the roundabout here. It's got an interesting sound, obviously, with that single cylinder. Damn, this is fun. And it definitely feels quick off the mark. That torque is fairly accessible there. You've got to shift down a bit, but it's pretty normal. Loves to hear the sound of the exhaust. Oh yeah, feel that. That's good. The road suspension's not bad. It's a little firmer. But I suspect that's probably the way it's set up. It feels pretty solid. Not really pushing it too much, but It definitely feels really good. The engine there on the pull-off is nice and responsive. It's going through the gears fine. Oh yeah, nice and smooth. And we're heading up to the hills here. So acceleration uphill, definitely more than plentiful. You don't have to change down a lot either. So that torque range is just really well set. We're in 4th gear at the moment. Look at that. Say the screen very clear, the font is looking good, no real issues there visibility wise. Some of the TFT displays can be a little, you know, you've got to like squint your eyes to try and read them, but that's no issues at all. In 3rd gear at the moment, the acceleration in 3rd, just really good, effortless. Let's try 4th. No problem at all for 4th. Really comfortable. The seating position is really good. Likewise for the handlebar setup there, I'm feeling at the comfort level through the suspension that's feeding through to the chassis, to the seat. Feels fine. Wasn't really sure what to expect with this one, but the seating position is quite different, I have to admit. There's not a lot of vibration coming through either so far. Look, I mean, well, obviously we're on a smooth road surface, but there's not a lot of vibration coming through. I'm definitely feeling, it certainly feels really good. It just feels so light. You're just like gliding on the surface here. Oh, it's got that nice power there from in 4th gear there. When you hit about 4,500 RPM, it just pulls like a train. Little village here. We're coming up to a speed bump here. We want to see how the compression is as we go over. We'll probably try and go over at around 40. We'll keep it about there. Not bad. It's definitely firm. Definitely got the minerals there. Nice power band. I'm sort of just setting it up now to kind of cruise along. Suspension's holding its own in relation to the way the bumps are on the road. It's absorbing them nicely. The suspension travel on this bike is very decent, about 170 millimeters on the front, 177 on the rear. So they balance the bike out quite well, so you've got an even suspension travel across the front and the back. Uphill here, 4th gear, we're pushing through. Really sweet power. That feels really light and nimble, especially with this power plant. I don't think you need much more than this. I suppose you could always have more, but this is definitely enough. That's still in 5th, let's pop it into 6th. I mean, it's got plenty of power if you need it. Braking performance is fairly decent. We'll give it a proper test shortly. It's comfortable, excellent quality at KTM. Oh, drop it down there. Pull it when I was about 60, trying to pull off at 6. Just drop it down a gear and you got it. There we go, looking good, feels good. We'll try the braking performance now. It's that single disc. Pretty good. Small compact adventure bike segment's just growing, and they've got really good bikes offering you a good, well balanced selection of power, dynamics and comfort, and also enable you to go a little bit further if you need to. Some of them have got bigger fuel tanks than others. Some offer a lot more comfort, but it's definitely a segment you've got to keep an eye on, and particularly those with A2 licenses. You've got a great selection of getting into your first bike, and this bike here just certainly is a real nice machine. pulls well, it's comfortable. The seat definitely is a lot more comfortable. It feels a little firm, but it's to be expected. Oh man, it's got a nice bit of ground coming from that motor. Gearbox, very nice, 6-speed transmission. This one apparently has been fitted with the assisted slipper clutch, so it's very smooth on the gear change. I'm quite home here. It's definitely a lot smaller than my own bike, but I could easily live with something like this. So tell me what you think out of what you've seen here. What are your thoughts? What do you like about the most that I've highlighted so far in relation to it? Do you prefer that performance? Do you prefer the look about it? Kind of let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. We're in 5th gear at the moment, doing about 80. Let's go into 6 here. 4,500 RPM. The bike's pretty at home within that speed limit. Your controls here, if you push set, you've got a little drop down menu, and then you've got ride mode. Obviously you can go to motorcycle settings, and of course your KTM My Ride. The ride modes, if you push set again, you've got street and off-road. Obviously we didn't do any off-roading, so we kept it at off-road. Let's click into motorcycle. There's your ABS and your traction control, and then you've got the quick shift plus as well that you can also set.
Right, the KTM 390 priced in Ireland is 8,499, which I think is pretty good. However, there is a sale on this bike at the moment. You can pick it up for as low as 7,999, so that's 500 euros off. So at the timing of this video, you can pick up this bike for 7,999, and the bike is absolutely incredible. It really offers great value, and it's a really good quality motorcycle. So be sure to check out Two Wheels. I'll put a link in the description there. You can see their stock, you can see their website if you're looking at a new bike as well. So a special thanks to them for having the bike available for test ride.
I thought the seat height was a bit of an interesting experience, because when I first got on, I think you might want to go back, but to me it kind of felt like I was sitting higher up rather than sitting into it, which is the kind of position that I'm normally used to. However, with that, it felt absolutely fine. The small screen, it's a bit deceptive. When you sit on top, you kind of think the bike feels quite small, but in my opinion it's actually quite a big bike in relation to small bikes, if that makes any sense. But I think the dimensions are really have been done really well on this bike. You can definitely feel the bike is very nimble on the road in relation to the way it performs through the power band, the agility of the bike. It is a dynamic bike for what it is. It certainly felt that way when I was on the road. You know, you were able to kind of maneuver the bike around quite easily, and that's something I experienced today. But definitely go out there, experience the bike. It's going to surprise you. Don't think just because it's a single cylinder, it's not for me. This surprised me actually. From a single cylinder perspective, it's got a lot of power, especially that low end torque. And if you want, go back and check it out when I was testing it through that low range. The bike itself rides really well. You can't really fault it, and I hope you go and check it out. Hopefully you found all the information you have in this video. If you need more technical details, check out the description for more. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.